Who knows what evil lives in the heart of games? The Shadow knows. Hi, I'm the Shadow Knows, and I'm back with another Let's Compare video. Tonight I play the game Shaq on the Commodore Amiga and the Sega MegaDrive and the Super Nintendo, yes. And this is supposed to be a very bad game, and yes, I can already say it will load a hell lot on the Commodore Amiga, and yeah, it's pretty retarded. Even if you do nothing for 10 or 15 seconds, that could also be 20 seconds, but I don't think it's that long. It starts with a demo mode, which requires you to what the hell? What is this? I didn't want to do that. What did I do? And yeah, what I wanted to say is the whole loading of the game is completely retarded. The demo mode, I think the demo mode requires you to change the disc twice. And yeah, that's what you want to do if you don't sit in front of your computer. And the disc change orgy begins. I think that's disc 5 in one of the drives. Ah, I was lucky. Yeah, and you really have to change the discs quite often. Having two drives helps a little bit, and it loads really a lot. And even on a machine with a lot of memory, my Amiga has more than 2 megabytes, and it still has to reload the title screen every time you finish a round, you die. Yeah, and the game is supposed to be bad. I've read a little bit about it, and wasn't. I know the game was mentioned by the angry video game nerd, but I can't remember if he actually did a video about it. Yeah, and it still loads. Awesome. Ah, and it finished loading. And this is not what I wanted to do. Ha! My Amiga did know that I didn't want to do that. So it reset itself. I'll be back. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do the story mode. Downtown Tokyo. Does it really look like that? I don't think so. And the loading continues. What a surprise. An old man in a small kung fu dojo, downtown Tokyo. Music is not too bad. Greetings, big warrior. Blah 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 blah. I want to play. No, I don't want to play, but I have to if I want to finish the video. or at least if the video is going to be going to make any sense. Wow, that loaded quick. Yeah. Lost Jungle, Vagabond Temple, Wasteland, and I won't go into Gargoyle's Peak because I went there on my test play and I didn't like the opponent. Music is really not too bad. And it loads again, and that won't be the case on the consoles, and also no annoying disk change on the consoles, and that makes it even more annoying. And I've played games that didn't have to load that long and didn't have that many disk changes. And I bet it's almost 5 minutes and still not playing the game, waiting for it to load. Well, I'm recording more than 9 minutes, but I will cut out, or I have cut out, if you watch this, I have cut out the reloading of the game after it crashed. Still loading. And if the game is generous, I don't have to change the disc again. No, I don't have to. And it didn't crash either. That's great. And she's much easier than the guy from Gargoyle's Peak. And so far, what was that? It's not the worst fighting game I played on the Amiga. Controls are a little bit confusing, but I blame that to my one-button joystick. You really can't play a decent fighting game with the one-button joystick. That's ridiculous. But at least the game gives you the option to use a two-button joystick, which I don't have. Controls are really not that good. Come on. Yeah. I won. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, another round against that voodoo bitch and against the crappy controls. I have no clue how. That was a move. And why is this Shaquille O'Neal guy, as far as I know, he's a basketball player. Why is he featuring a fighting game? Doesn't make too many sense. Animation is not that fluid. I don't know if you can see it in the video. The scrolling in the back from the background is nice and fluent, but the animation is not that good, I think. Oh, and I won. Great. Also, the graphics is not too badly drawn. It could have a little bit more sound effects, I think. Speech would be great, but then it would be, I guess, at least 10 floppy disks, and yeah, it would load half a century before you can play. Yeah, whatever. And I wonder how the console versions are in the sound department. I don't fancy the sound on the MegaDrive too much. Let's take Vagabond Temple. And of course, the loading continues. And another guy. And more loading. What a surprise. Disc 4. At least the disc changes are not that bad with my floppy emulator as in Fall of Soden. But 6 floppy disks is simply, it's too much. That's 5 megabytes. 4 megabytes is 32 megabits, that's 40 megabits. And what for? Again, yes, I don't like that. I like the background graphics. And the sprites are not too bad, they're a little bit small. But I don't, yeah, controls are not that good. And he can do something like that, and how am I supposed to dodge that? And I'm sure I also have special moves. Not sure how to trigger them. I'm not sure if I want to win this game, because I will have to play another round. Oh shit. I lost anyways. Let's try. Let's at least maybe show a third. But again, it would mean another minute or two of me not knowing what to talk about. That was a special move, I think. Or was it just lucky that I tapped the button in the correct rhythm? No, that was just this one move. And at least on the Amiga, I wonder why it has such a bad reputation. It's by no means the fourth worst game. What is it? Yeah, Game Trailers rated it number 4 worst in their top 10 best and worst video games. At least the Amiga version is not that bad. It's far away from being good. and I initially wanted to do a Let's Compare on Rise of the Robots, another game with a very bad reputation, but yeah, this is the first game I ran upon that doesn't work on my Amiga, because it requires 1 megabyte of chip memory, and there wasn't that many chip memory in 1982 when I bought my Amiga. Hey, and I won. Cool. So yeah, I have to figure out something to get it run on another machine that has 1 megabyte of chip memory. But oh yeah, another disk change. So I chose Shaq Fu. Oh boy, it loads even more, and the kernel will teach me a lesson. And yes, I am a fool because I'm playing this game. Okay, let's load the Wasteland, and then I'll go on to the MegaDrive version. Let's have a drink. And the recording's already running almost 20 minutes. He looks nice. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and disc number 4 again. And I wonder if Shaquille O'Neal actually played this game, and if he played it, on which machine, and if he liked it. I would be surprised if he did like it too much. At least if he had to experience the loading, which I and you have to experience too. At least if you're still watching and haven't already skipped to the MegaDrive version. Holy cow. Yeah. Okay, I think you've seen enough. It's not the worst game, so, but again, it's not a good game. So, on to the MegaDrive version. Okay, back with the MegaDrive. Music is not too bad so far. And what's really great, no loading. And a longer story, but I don't know if I didn't skip it on the Amiga. Okay, let's go to the jungle again. And I'm really surprised how the controls are. Okay, start. And I think the graphics looks better. What the? And the animation is better. nice animation in the background. And I'm still wondering why the reputation of this game is that bad. Animation is much better than on the Amiga. And the game is easier, but I'm not sure if I switched to easy on the Amiga. Okay. Let's fight the sword guy again. And yes, I think the graphics is nicer than on the Amiga. Okay, this is not too much of a challenge, I have to admit. But I'm surprised that the graphics looks that much better. Holy shit. And I won again. I like the music. Okay, the wasteland. And again, why is he so slow? I hope he was faster when he played basketball. And easy is really incredibly easy on the MegaDrive. And what's that in the background? And again, I have no clue what the controls are. And he's in fury. And he's dead. Yeah, it's really incredibly easy. Yeah. You want to be smashed again. Great. Okay, let's have a look at Gargoyle's Peak. And I really didn't like this guy on the Amiga. I have to remember to press start. And it really doesn't look that bad. And that's the reason why I didn't like him, and I still don't like him. But again, it's really easy. And the death of the opponents is also very nice. So the animation is much better on the Mega Drive than on the Amiga. And I wonder why. I don't think the cartridge uses more than 32 megabytes. I could have a look at it. One again. But yeah, so there should be more data on the Amiga floppies than on the Mega Drive cartridge. And now what? Still can't. Northgate. I think I should read those dialogues because they seem to be quite funny. Yeah. And it's not that easy anymore. Yeah, kick the old guy in the face. But I won anyways. Okay. There is a way to run. That's what the third button is for. What was that? And I can still do that. And I won again. Yeah, but I think that's enough from the Mega Drive version. Let's finally. There's a south gate, I think. No. Where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Anyways, let's have a look at the Nintendo version. Okay, back with the Super Nintendo version. And yes, it is the same story. So I'll skip through it quite fast. And Shaq enters the second world. Well, we live in the first world. And I know what the third world is. But what's the second world? And no jungle? Okay. But I didn't have catwalk falls. In the other versions. So that's different. And as expected, the music is quite, holy shit, quite good. Graphics looks a little bit more boring than on the Mega Drive. And a sound. Not too great. Come on. Ah, time out. Okay, but I won. That's everything that counts. Ah, shit. And I still like the Mega Drive controller more than the Nintendo one. Nintendo controller is too small for my hands. And I don't think I have that big hands. But this is definitely harder than the Mega Drive version. Holy shit, what was that? I really hate this sound effect. And I won again. So luckily, we'll see another level. Okay. Yeah, but the sword guy is there. And I'm not sure what I think about the music in this round. It sounds a little Indian. And it sounds a little off. But that might be normal with Indian music. And I still don't like the controls. But I won again. And I'm still wondering why this game has such a bad reputation. I mean, it's not a really good game, but what did people expect from this game? That they think it's so bad. Or it's easy, just too easy, and normal is already too hard. I don't know. Holy shit. Why is he kicking my ass now? Yeah. Punch, kick in the face. And let's continue to the next one. Is this the gargoyle? Probably. And I really hate this guy. controls are not that bad. At least much better than on the Amiga. On the Amiga this is horrible. Controls are horrible on the Amiga. But again, I blame that on the one button joystick. What was that? I really hate this guy. I really hate this guy. What? Ah, fuck! Scheiße. Timeout. Oh shit. Come on. I'll kill you. What the fuck? No more joking around. Shit. I'm not gonna make it. No. Yeah, that was Shaq Fu on the Super Nintendo, and that was my Let's Compare video. It's not that bad, I think. It's definitely not the number 4 worst game ever made, and I don't think it's the number 4 worst game on the Super Nintendo. I bet there are much worse games on the Super Nintendo. Horrible loading times on the Amiga. Horrible controls with a one button joystick. I'm not sure if how it controls with a 2-button joystick. And yeah, best version in my opinion is the MegaDrive version. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.